rivalry between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Florida State's offense will get first crack at it here. We were accustomed to seeing close, hard-fought games in this series, but last time they met, it was only the Seminoles doing the punching as they knocked out Miami.
Man, they were throwing haymakers, they were throwing combinations, and Miami had no answer for it. Right from the opening bell, David, Florida State jumped all over.
And you got to brag.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's open on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Trying play action. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Johns. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Cook. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man on the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He'll do it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. A little release to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. To the ground with the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Yeah, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played. But no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida. Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great. The lineage, the history of the players. So it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1951.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Wants to throw. It's Cook. Got it in the middle. It's John. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He'll throw it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's John. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, no! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Running back searching for a hole. Running to Green. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. And the Canes in the hurry up. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
He makes the catch. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A running game has been slammed in reverse on the last 2 plays. Let's see what they've got on 3rd and 17. He's looking downfield to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Extra point here will tie the game.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The sure hands, it's Johns. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
With the catch, it's Hodges. Fights off a defender. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Johns. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. With the catch, it's Hodges. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's the handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You know, you toss the ball to the running back to get him away from all the big boys, right? Like, stay away from the beef. And those guys get you on the ground with one meat hook. Do a good job tossing the ball in the perimeter. But goodness gracious, has to break one tackle, just fighting as hard as he can to try to get positive yards. But too many guys coming after him too quickly.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He'll bring it out. It's Hester. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks.
There he goes. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They go to the ground, and he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
The give to the back. Makes a man miss.
Nice job by the offense going with the misdirection play because they're facing a defense that likes to be aggressive. So you get a couple of guys out of position, and that allows that play to be successful.
Oh, they're after him. The throw. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Seminoles will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Behind his tight end.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability, too.
The Hurricanes have pushed it inside the 20. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To throw, it's Cook. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They've had a wild year, starting the season at #1, then the bottom falls out, and they're just hoping they can start to climb back toward the top.
Yeah, it's been hard to right the ship. I mean, taking early losses, and then they took on water, and, man, they haven't found a way to really turn it around. Jesse, we know they got a lot of talent. They got to start to figure this out somehow, some way.
They haven't been able to put it together at all, and this is why preseason rankings mean absolutely nothing. They've basically become the laughingstock of college football, tumbling over and over again. You're right, they have got to find a way to stop the bleeding.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Here's a hit. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Barnes. Touchdown, Miami! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride, so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Looking for a man. It's Cook. Quickly complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Hodges. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Got a man, it's Hodges. Turning it on! He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. The Magic... is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And the Knowles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Got out of trouble and throws. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Cook. Quick completion on the out route. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Touchdown Seminoles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Knowles and Canes. And it's It's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hester. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Finds his back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He'll take it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Cook. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. They'll run play action. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Hunt is on its way. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown Hurricane. They take the lead with the 6.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And for Hey, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Appalachian State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Cook. Under fire. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Seminoles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
The Seminoles are marching down the field. Catch in the middle. It's Hodges. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw it. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Canes moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Burns. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll run it. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big.
He's loose. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Cook. Steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On the move, he fires. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the head.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hester. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Makes the catch. It's Barnes. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. That's reeled in. It's Hester. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a crease, it's Burns. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like Which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Ready to try the point after.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes...
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
A little screen to the running back. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back streak right in behind them and pick up the first.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he moved to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open, lived to fight another down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Using the quick game.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Garrett. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida Atlantic has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this. And they have rolled over. They're trailing by 22 to USF. We'll circle back if anything big happens. This clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense... Ready. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. He lets one fly deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the 4th quarter, you can't do much of this, much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk.
Turning it on! Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had in the last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing.
Oh, it's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Noles! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. From the gun. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And here's the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, it just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Get to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 2nd down, and the defense has no choice but to sell out to stop the run. Hand off from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's Hester. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.